Greetings. I am back with another one. Just listening to this video from Spiritual Advisor. She was just talking about how a lot of us, most of the real readers out here, work is being shadow banned, while the fake ones got our work on repeat out here. It's like all the real ones, they gotta come on, they gotta ask you for some help. They need some help taking care of their bills and the money not right looking right, and while the fake ones just breezing on through life, just easy breezy, just being paid a lot of times by the people with the money, the higher ups, the ones who making the money, the entertainment industry. They come into these fake readers with these getting views on their page, 20,000, 30,000 views on the pages. And a lot of them just be fake. They be doing the dark arts, and they be looking at Akashic records, and they send out monitoring spirits. These are people that do spell work. And then they be so quick to say God said something when they know they the furthest away from God that you can possibly be. And she wasn't lying about this stuff either. She not lying, because that's exactly the way it is. Some of these good readers, they were able to skate. They was able to get away kind of silently in the background. But once their page was brought to the attention of some people, then it started being shadow banned. So you may have some readers that have good numbers, but they're all of a sudden being shadow banned. Their numbers won't move anymore. Where they used to have good movement, it was steady growing. It's no more growth for them because they've been spotted by these fake readers who like to do spell work and like to appear as if they're the real thing. 222 I just seen. They like to appear like they the real thing, y'all. And so what they do is they shadow ban the real ones. And then they go back and just repeat their work and pretend as if they the creators of it. And they steal their energy. And they try to live off that. And a lot of times they are able to. And it's crazy. And look, the card fell out. The Burger Kings and the Dairy Queens. Yeah, these are the ones I'm talking about. It's in here shuffling as I'm talking. But yeah, it be like that. The realest ones, they will try to knock and stop and block us. Like my page, for example, my page has never been able to get up off the ground. They've always shadow banned my page. I guess because the people who are watching me, they've always known who I am. They know who I am and what it is that I'm supposed to do in life. Like I say, these people will go out of the way and they will read your Akashic records. And so they know. People know astrology. They've already looked into what they need to look into. They know that you're the real deal. And so they're going to go out of the way to make you look like the fake one while they steal from you. And so they will tear your whole life down to make people not notice you and to make you not look like the god or the goddess that you are, or the energy that you're carrying not be what it is, while they pretend as if the energy is coming from them. And it's so sad. But people are successful with doing this. And a lot of times these celebrities come in and they pick these readers to go to and the advisors to go to, and they picking all the ones who are dark. They're picking all the ones who do spell work for them. And that's probably why, because they'll do the spell work for them, or they will take the time to look into somebody else's life for you, knowing that that's not right. And so my thing is, how can y'all say that y'all so connected? How can y'all say that y'all are these prophets and y'all are working for God when you know you're doing the complete opposite? When you know you're blocking a real person. And so my page here doesn't go anywhere. But my 1 or 2 views that it steady gets on there, they ain't letting my page get anywhere, okay? One of my videos happened to I guess, Get Out the Eye, and it got like 700 and some views on it. But when I tell you they be on it to make sure it don't get like that anymore, to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, when I tell you all of my pages have been shadow banned, every page that I have, my travel page, my Love Jones page, everything that I've tried to do has been shadow banned, y'all. You get 1, 2 views on it. Why these people go back in the background and pretend as if they're you. And so I've been putting in all of this work, doing all of these things, creating all of these things. I had all these projects going on before all of my stuff started getting torn down. And now it's like I was unsuccessful pretty much with everything that I've tried to do. But it's not because I haven't put in the work to do it. It's because people are steady watching me, and they're trying to make sure I don't succeed with doing it, while they're out here pretending like they've done it, like the books that I've written, the words that I use, the things that I say, all of my projects, my ideas, my businesses, all of that is stopped while other people pretend like it's coming from them. And y'all, I've even watched other readers. I would say something, the reader come on the exact next day and try to say something. No, I've seen stuff happening to me, and I'm gonna give you an example. Like when I was doing Uber and Lyft, I found myself a lot of times, I'm like, this, I don't know what kind of energy this is, but I'm dodging wrecks all the time. And I've been driving since way before I was supposed to be driving. It's not like I've never had this happen before, even regularly while I'm driving. But for some reason, not only was like I being sabotaged, people would get in and make false reports in there. But every time I would drive, I would find myself having to dodge all of these accidents throughout the day, and it's crazy. I'm like, somebody's trying to tear my car up. This is what they're trying to do, make sure I don't have a vehicle, which just came to that point now, they've been working on stuff for a long time, and so they've been able to sabotage a lot for me. And so back then, I'm like, well, somebody's trying to make sure I don't have this vehicle where I can't go out and try to get this extra money, because they've already torn down everything. I was doing hair. My clients stopped. They wasn't coming anymore. My travel business, people wasn't booking travel anymore. It's like nobody even wanted you to do it when it's a free service that you give. Like, y'all didn't even have to pay for. So it's like I was just being sabotaged. And so I immediately picked up on the energy of someone just trying to tear my car up, because that's what it felt like. Like someone, they don't want me to have this vehicle because I'm able to pick up this extra money. And it's clearly what they don't want me to be able to do, to be able to take care of myself. And so I was dodging accidents left and right, y'all. Left and right, dodging accidents. But this one reader in particular, I'd be dodging the accidents. And when I tell you, when it doesn't hit you, when they do things that's supposed to hit you and it don't hit you, it's like a boomerang. It's gonna come right back to them. And when I tell you, I used to watch this reader in particular, I'd be dodging the wrecks while I'm out there trying to drive for Uber and Lyft. And then I'd be afternoons sometimes when I'm at my other job, just sitting up watching these videos, and she would be going off about her cars that's being tore up. And at the time, I didn't put two and two together immediately. But as time went on, I started to recognize that the things that were sent out, if it didn't touch me, then it has to go back to the person who sent it. And so as I'm watching, knowing myself is dodging all these wrecks in a day's time while just simply trying to make this extra money, I'm noticing how they're not able to dodge it. It's hitting them. She's talking about all her cars that's being torn up, and she's going off about him. Now, mind you, that same reader, y'all, I could say something on here and click on one of her posts and she'd be saying the same thing. I could think something, never say it out of my mouth. I could think something, click on one of her posts and she be almost reciting my thoughts like they come from her. I could have an idea about doing something. Click on her post. She's changed her whole format around to my idea that I thought about. And so I'm watching this and I'm thinking, and it took me back to back then when I was dodging all those accidents. And then it seemed like it was hidden. She wasn't being able to dodge it. And so when I was thinking at the beginning, maybe this person just going through some of the same stuff I'm going through. Now that I've kind of let things play out, I'm like, oh no, this could have very well been one of the people sending this stuff to me. 1044, y'all, 144. Somebody could be part of the 144,000. I'm like, this has got to be one of these people who's sending this to me. Because when I tell y'all everything I say, everything I think, she be on it. But it's gotten to the point where it's almost like she's lost her mind in a sense. 1111 I just seen on the phone, almost like she's lost her mind. So where she used to be calm and cool and relatable, she used to bring up a lot of stuff that was going on with me, and that's why I kind of started watching her. Now it seems like she losing her mind, and she get on sometimes and the readings make no sense at all. Sometimes she get on and do a reading and she just wind up just talking about her life and just different stuff. It just, nothing makes sense anymore, y'all. She be excessively laughing about nothing. It's almost like she's been taken over by the spirit. And so it makes you wonder, was that something else that they were trying to do? Were they trying to make you go crazy? Were they trying to make you have these accidents and your vehicle be destroyed, and then they try to make you go crazy by sending you these spirits? Because that's exactly what's happened to her. Her cars were destroyed, and now she act like she losing her mind. 12:22 on the clock, she act like she losing her mind. And so it's funny to kind of watch this stuff go back, knowing it's not going to hit you, and knowing that people are going out of their way to almost like suck your energy from you. And now that's just one example, because I can bring up a whole lot of other stuff by other readers, which I'm just going to leave it at that one example, about other readers who pretend to be you, who suck from your energy, and then they try to go back and suck on other stuff with your energy. And so, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. But it's obvious. You can see it. And I know people probably say, well, we all readers. We probably all picking up on each other's stuff. Well, that's possible. But there's a difference between when someone is just picking up on something that you're picking up on, and when they're deliberately copying you. And you can absolutely tell the difference when they are deliberately being in your energy. 1330. And when they just so happen to be picking up on stuff. And so, yeah, y'all be careful with who you watch as far as readers are concerned. Be careful with who you listen to as far as just turning on something and just, allowing certain people to be role models for you, because a lot of these people aren't fit to be role models. A lot of these people are just manipulative, y'all. A lot of these people just have spent so long doing things in a negative way that they're stuck doing it that way. And so you may not even realize that you're being manipulated, or you're being drawn in to whatever delusion that they're trying to keep up with. So y'all be careful to who you listen to, as far as readers, as far as music, as far as, again, just having mentors in your life. Be very careful. And I just seen 144 again. So I say again, somebody could definitely be a part of 144. But we know it's not these people that I'm talking about, because these people are clout chasing people. That's what they are. And And as the saying goes, you do anything for clout, they really do anything for clout, y'all. And you don't realize how far, to what extent people will go to in order to manipulate other people, in order to gain fans, in order to gain views, in order to look like they're something that they're not. And so again, I say be careful. Use your discernment. There's a lot of people out here just faking, y'all. They just pretending. They don't even have a creative bone in their body, but what they're used to is being able to steal other people's creativity, to manipulate other people's energy and make it seem like it's their own, to take away from other people by causing them these issues in their life and be able having them to be stuck while they focus on trying to rebuild aspects of their life that's being torn down, while these people are able to step up and pretend like the work that these other people who they've had stuck are doing is their own work, and it doesn't come from them. It's coming from the people who they're trying to get stuck. So like spiritual advisor was saying, you have a lot of people out here that's not able to be successful in what they're doing because their work is being shadow banned, or they're having to stop what they're working on to focus on things about their life that they're trying to get together, while other people are just being able to just come around and just steal it. And so, like I said, when I've wrote books, I've created businesses, I have invented certain things that I wasn't able to be successful with, only to turn around and watch other people come up with these things that I have invented, or say these things that I've said out of my mouth, like as in to try to steal my essence, or pretend to create things that I've created, like my books, y'all. I haven't seen it out there yet, but the fact that I was just like my whole life was put on pause while I was in the middle of writing these books. I'm just expecting to see somebody out there pretending like they got a creative bone in their body, and we all know they don't. So yeah, you have these energy vampires out here, and that's what they do, y'all. They suck off all your energy. They try to feed off you. They try to eat off you, and they're getting nothing in return for it. Nothing. And some of them are able to come up and they get a little bit, but believe me, when it's that time, because there is an appointed time. Did this card just say that? Oh no, this card didn't say that. It's gonna say there is an appointed time for people to reap what they've sown. 1808. For people to lay in those beds they made for themselves. When that time comes, those people are gonna be revealed, and you're gonna see who the true people are. Because a lot of us, we out here in these streets and we're being made to look like bombs. We're being made to look like people that you wouldn't even believe are capable of creating these things, while these people who are genuinely not even able to create these things, they don't have a creative bone in their body, are able to successfully steal these things and pretend as if it's something that they're creating. And so yeah, this goes on way more than y'all would be able to imagine. And you'd be surprised at the type of people who have millions of fans out here in the world who are just simply copying, just regurgitating something somebody else said, or copying something somebody else did and gaining more clout off of it, while they're making these other people who actually did it look like they're nothing. And so, yeah, well, a lot of stuff has been taken from me, and I've been sit down, and I'm having to focus on try to rebuild my life. I have a lot of things out there that I've created, that I've done, that I know is just being repeated by others, because for one, I can see it. Just to sit back and watch, because a lot of times people think you're dumb. And that's why they do these things to you, because they feel like they can get away with it. Because if they feel like they can't get away with it, they're not going to do it. That's what I notice. A lot of people will steal from you. A lot of people you don't even think are thieves. 2012 on the phone. A lot of people you don't even think are thieves will come and they would try to steal from you. As long as you don't know they're stealing, as long as other people don't know that they're stealing. Especially the energy thieves. These energy thieves, they probably won't pick up something out of the store and steal it. And they'll talk about somebody for walking out of the store with something, trying to get the 5-finger discount on something in the store. But they feel like it's nothing wrong with them stealing energy from you, them sitting around you and just trying to absorb your energy and then going back and pretending like it's their own. You ever heard people say they had to summon the energy to do something? It's because it's not their own energy. And this is a real thing. And that's a problem. A lot of people don't even realize how real this is when it comes down to energy. But I don't know how, because like it's not just a spiritual thing, it's a scientific thing. And so I'm not sure how people don't recognize that you're able to steal energy, that you're able to manipulate energy, something that's never lost. It's only transmuted, right? People can do some funny things, y'all. And when they're dealing with people who aren't upright, people who aren't good people genuinely, um, then they can do some of the worst things with people's energy, especially when they're envious people, y'all. When they evil people. A lot of times people who do astrology, they will also read cards. These people know more about your life than you would know about your life. So it's easy for them to manipulate these people. It's easy for them to do this when they know this. And so they'll know more about your life than you know about your life. And so it's easy for them to come in and manipulate your life because you don't know what you're capable of. You don't know what it is that you're supposed to have. You don't know what it is that you are going to grow into, but these people do. And they'll come around and they'll make you think it's them that carries the light. It's them that you're benefiting from, when in all actuality, it's them that's benefiting from you, because it's you that carry the light. It's you that don't realize that they're trying to steal this from you. And so you probably wouldn't realize it when you have just random people coming around, just hanging out around you that seem just want to be around for no reason, will pull right up on you. Parking lot full of empty parking spaces, and they will pull right directly next to you. It's like you may not realize when stuff like that is going on, when people are energy harvesting. If you have to use your discernment, y'all. You have to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, then you won't know who they are. You won't be able to recognize them for who they are, because they're going to try to be you as much as possible. They're going to try to give that illusion of you as much as possible. They're going to be doing devil work and dealing with satanic symbols, while at the same time they're trying to give off this energy as if they're gods and goddesses, but they're taking this energy from the people who truly harvest this energy, people who have truly made these changes, people who have truly went through the cycles and have grown themselves to be able to hold that type of energy. And they just come around and they try to pretend like it's them. They come around and they try to steal it. They come around and they want to build things off of it, and they're capable of building off of it. If they can be successfully take it from you, they are capable of building things off of it. And so you might wonder why these people always seem to have good things going for them. They're able to build these businesses and be successful, but everything that you're doing is being broken down. And so, again, it's about knowing who you are so that you can recognize who they are. And while I came on here, I was going to pull some cards. I'm not even going to pull any cards. I'm just going to leave it at this because I feel like it's something that a lot of people need to ponder on. Like it's something a lot of people need to take heed to, pay attention to, because y'all don't realize the power that you hold, the power that you carry. And if you don't realize that, and other people realize that, it's much easier for them to be able to come in and manipulate that. And especially when it's people who already have money, people who already have fans, people who have manipulated their way through their entire life. It's easy for them to come up off you and pretend like you're benefiting from them some type of way, when the truth is the opposite. So know who you are so that you can know who they are. Recognize what it is you hold inside and the light that you carry from the work that you've done, so that you can recognize the people who haven't done the work, who are just trying to steal from your light. Because a lot of times, like I said, it will be the people out there that, people would say, well, you look at it and you think, well, somebody like that doesn't have a reason to steal from you because they've already got all this stuff going. But what you don't realize is how did they get all of this stuff going to begin with? Yeah. And so don't get it twisted. Just like you can have people with nothing that's trying to steal that from you, your energy, that's trying to energy harvest and build off you. You can also have people who look like they have everything going for them. But what they don't hold is the energy that you hold. And that's what they want. They want to appear in that light that you are shining in. And so don't think just because it's people who have stuff, they won't go as so far as trying to tear you down to make sure you don't have anything and that they get more, because you have greedy people out here in the world. Believe that. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Hopefully some of y'all get a chance to watch it. But like I said at the beginning, all of my pages have been shadow banned. There's no question. And that's what they do to the best of us, while they go out and they pretend like they are us. I'm the real divine feminine. It's me. It's me. I'm the real empress. No, it's not them. It's absolutely not. And so, yeah, y'all be careful out here. It's the ones that y'all see, barely any followers, barely any supporters. Those are a lot of times the real people, the realest ones out here. It's being made to look a certain way by the fake ones. But unless you use your own discernment, you'll get caught up in the illusions, just like they want you to do. So yeah, hope somebody get a chance to see this. I'll be back, y'all.